Welcome to the slowdown, a space to pause, breathe, and come back to yourself. I'm Catherine, and each episode will take a few minutes to slow down, check in with our bodies and minds, and find a little ease in our day. So grab a warm drink, get comfy, and let's settle in together. Hey, how are you doing? This week took me right out. We've had a wild cold or flu, who knows, moving through our house, and it has not been fun, to say the least. Illness always feels like such a disruption to life. Sickness forces us to slow down, and if slowing down isn't in your practice, it can feel almost as stressful as the sickness itself. The pressure of what you should be doing, the guilt of falling behind, it all starts to creep in. And what struck me this week is just how much restorative yoga has supported me not only on the mat, but in times like this. I didn't have the same restless thoughts about everything that I wasn't doing. It was easier to surrender and soften and truly let myself rest. Restorative practice teaches us that slowing down doesn't mean falling behind. It means listening. It has changed the way I move through moments like this, the way I show up when life slows me down without my permission. It teaches my body to soften, to meet the moment without as much resistance, and to release tension that sometimes I don't even know that I'm holding. So when I got sick, my body already knew how to rest. My nervous system has had practice being in this state. I wasn't as stuck in the restless loop of I should be doing more, or I'm falling behind, or I don't have time for this. Instead, it felt easier to surrender, easier to trust that rest is productive in its own way, easier to let myself receive instead of constantly pushing. And honestly, I'm grateful my kids get to see this version of me. A mom who rests, a mom who listens to her body, a mom who isn't only slowing down when she's burnt out or completely depleted. I want them growing up seeing rest as normal, as allowed, as something we do before we break and not after. And that's the magic of restorative practice. It rewires the way that you relate to yourself. It teaches your system that downtime isn't dangerous or indulgent. It's necessary. It's supportive. It's what helps us show up with clarity, patience, and presence in every corner of our lives. And honestly, this is something the world needs more of right now. People who know how to pause, how to breathe and soften and meet life and each other from a steadier, more grounded place. Restorative yoga offers so many benefits, and what I love most is how they extend so far beyond the mat. It teaches your body how to rest, how to actually slow down so that ease feels less foreign in real life. It supports your nervous system, helping you shift out of fight or flight and into a state where healing and clarity can actually happen. Those long, supported shapes help soften chronic tension that sometimes you don't know you're holding. And over time, they build a deeper sense of inner safety When your body learns what true rest feels like, it becomes easier to relax in everyday moments, to sleep more deeply, and to move through life with fewer spikes of stress. Restorative practice quiets mental overload, strengthens emotional resilience, and creates space for self-awareness, because stillness lets us actually feel what's going on inside. And all of this supports your hormonal and immune health in the background. What I especially find meaningful is how this practice models healthy rest for the people around us. When our kids see us soften, they learn that slowing down is essential. And all of these benefits translate so beautifully into our daily life. You become less reactive, more patient, and more attuned to what you actually need. So if you would like to join me in a short somatic practice, you can settle in now. And if you want music in the background, you're welcome to put on my restorative yoga playlist on Spotify if you would like to. I put the link for that in the show notes below. So go ahead and find a comfortable position. Maybe seated, maybe reclined, maybe propped up on your bed with pillows and blankets. Let your body choose what feels best today. And when you land, take a moment to notice that you have arrived. Feel the support beneath you. Notice the points where your body meets whatever is holding you. And see if you can let yourself feel even 1% heavier. Just a tiny softening. Let yourself feel held. Now invite a softening breath. A slow inhale through the nose and an easy, unforced exhale. Almost like your breath is exhaling you. Allowing your breath to gently widen the spaces inside you that might feel tight without trying to change anything. Bring your awareness back to your body now, to the back of your heart, your ribs, your pelvis. These parts of you do so much quiet work in the background. Let them rest now into support, even for a couple breaths. And notice if anything starts to shift. If you can feel your body getting heavier here. Then ask your body a gentle question. What would feel supportive right now? Maybe it's a small adjustment. Maybe it's a deeper exhale. Maybe it's placing a hand on your chest or belly. Whatever arises, follow it, no matter how subtle it is. And for these next few breaths, just practice receiving. There's nothing else to add, nothing to fix, nothing to improve. Simply let yourself be held here by gravity, by your breath, by the support underneath you. by this moment that you've created. You don't have to hold yourself up. You are allowed to just be. Staying here for as long as you would like. And when you're ready, seal the practice by placing a hand somewhere on your body and whisper to yourself, I am allowed to rest. Let that truth settle wherever it needs to land today. Journal prompts today will be in the show notes as usual. Do I treat rest as something to earn rather than something I'm allowed? What beliefs about productivity or worthiness come up when I try to slow down? What does rested me feel like in my body? Do I show up differently when I'm rested? When do I notice myself pushing past my capacity? And what would it be like to pause sooner? What small shift could I make this week that lets me experience being supported instead of doing the supporting? So I wanted to let you know that somatic restorative yoga will be the first class that I'll be offering online. Think candles, pillows, blankets, any other props like blocks or bolsters, soothing music, having tea and a journal nearby for reflection. Just a soft place to land throughout your week. To practice this idea of feeling supported. I will share more details as they come. As you move into the rest of your week, I hope you find even one pocket of slowness. A moment to exhale, to soften, to feel held from the inside out. Restorative practices aren't just something that we do on the mat. They reshape the way we move through our days, the way we parent, the way we show up in our relationships, the way we listen to our own needs. May you notice where your body invites you to pause. May you trust that rest is not a distraction from your life, but a way back to yourself. And may this be the season where you let support in, even in the smallest ways. Here's to a world and a nervous system with more softness, more rest, and more room to breathe. I'm so glad you are here. If this episode supported you, I would love it if you subscribed and left a rating. It helps me reach more people who might benefit from it. Thank you.